Hello guys, Eddie1 here in today's video. This video today we are going to talk about we're going to do an anime topic here today, and this anime topic we're going to talk about is 10 animes that need a video game or should have a video game anyway. So I'm going to read off top 10 of these animes, and this is through IGN, I guess. So I'm going to read off the animes that they have here and go from there. And I'll probably include a couple in with the slot too, and with this too. So here we go. Our first one at number 10 is Parasite. Parasite, not to be confused with the Bong Joon-ho movie or the charming retro platformer that I accidentally found by searching Parasite on Steam, is an amazing anime that is about an alien invasion of parasitic worms that take control of a host by burrowing into their heads, allowing them to masquerade as a human while also being able to transform into a grotesque, monstrosities like something out of The Thing. Okay. The concept seems like it would be perfect for a horror action game that covers the events of the anime, complete with a wide array of gross enemies and wild weapons for. I'm gonna skip that one. Wild weapons for Shinji to transform into his arm into. Okay, sorry. I'm pretty sure I butchered that word. But I've seen I never really watched Parasite, but I have seen clips, and I know some of it what it's about. I think the anime concept for a game like that. I was thinking of something like if y'all remember the game Prototype, where you played as like Alex Mercer and stuff, and you had Prototype 2. I think that would be kind of an interesting direction to go with, Parasite, kind of a similarity to that. I think that'd be kind of an interesting concept. I don't remember who did Prototype. If y'all comment and let me know the guys that did that. But I think Prototype would be kind of an interesting kind of take with Parasite. So moving on to number 9. Number 9 is Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga would actually be a pretty cool anime into a video game because I think there's a lot of cool things in this, and this could actually be pretty good, gory, bloody anime game that they could put in here too. I actually wouldn't mind it. So, Vinland Saga. Last year, the anime studio behind Vinland Saga actually put out an April Fool's Day video showing a 2D fighting game for Vinland Saga. It was only made for a joke, but it planted the seed for the idea that, a 2D fighting game for Vinland Saga would actually be pretty cool. The art is stunningly beautiful. Yes, it is. You can't go wrong with the Norse setting and lore. The character designs lend themselves well to fighting game archetypes. And with the games like Guilty Gear Strive on the horizon, this would be a perfect time for an anime like Vinland Saga to toss its sword into the mix. I would love to see Vinland Saga actually get made into a video game. I think that would be such a cool thing for it. I think it'd be really interesting though. 2D fighting game. I wonder if they would. I don't know. But yeah, I would that would be pretty good idea. At number 8. At number 8 is Black Clover. I've heard that they've done an actual Black Clover like video game for like the PS4, but I heard that it wasn't very good. But I think a lot of people are kind of wanting an actual like Black Clover like arena like type fighting game or some type of fighting game with that. Yeah, I think Black Clover would actually be actually really good fighting anime. Of course, though, I can see a little bit of RPG element with Black Clover because Black Clover contains stuff with magic and that type of aspect. So, and there's even some black magic that's in that thing too. So, I think that would actually be they're probably tie in somewhat RPG elements to it, but that'd be pretty cool. Okay, the next one is Hygiene no IPO. Hygiene no IPO has actually had multiple games that were released in the US back in the PlayStation 2 era called Victorious Boxers. And those games are actually kind of great. I've never really watched this anime. I know it's a boxing like anime. I wouldn't mind it. I never really watched it. I'm trying to actually watch sports animes and stuff right now. Maybe this is something I'll probably go into later when I'm finished. I'm watching Haikyuu, the volleyball show. I'm watching Haikyuu. I'm still 21 right now, trying to finish that all up. I'm watching The Wind Up, Prince of Tennis, Days, Run with the Wind, I think is the name of it. Kurono's No Basketball one. Those are about the only ones I'm kind of watching right now. So maybe I'll probably give this one a try and stuff when I get to it. So. Next one, number 6 is Neon Genesis Epilogue. Evangelion, or whatever. This actually would be pretty interesting for a video game, especially for robots fight a 250-foot tall robot fight. I think these games could be kind of similar, kind of like how some of the Gundam games are, just different mech and things. And probably the thing with Neon Genesis Epilogue, I could see it being similar to what Titanfall has done. Maybe different, but like I could see an aspect going to that. Persona is a series in which teenagers must balance their time between ordinary activities like schoolwork and dating, as well as donning crazy disguises and fighting monsters in their off hours. This isn't too far off from Neon Genesis Evangelion, in which a group of teens must deal with the normal challenges of adolescence, but also they work for the government, piloting a 250-foot tall robots to fight giant monsters. Also, the teens are all emotional, disturbed, and the monsters are there's some big words here. Harbingers of the apocalypse. Okay. A video game where you fight monsters with a robot is easy enough to figure out, but how do you also gamify abandonment issues, teenage awkwardness, a penguin who lives in the fridge, and the apocalypse. If anyone can figure that out, it's Atlas. That's a very good question, because yes, in the anime, a lot of them do deal with a lot of emotional issues, especially like with a lot of things that are going on within that anime, and the political part of it and everything. I hope it's okay if I call it political, because I don't. There's lots of different things that go in that. I think that'd be kind of an interest. I think that'd be really interesting, somewhat risky, but like I like to actually see a game, Neon Genesis, actually have, like a fighting game like that. So we'll see. The next one is at number 5 is a Bleach fighting game, which I actually do want to see an actual Bleach fighting game. Bleach has had fighting games in the PlayStation 2s, PlayStation 3, and then mobile games. It's been quite a long time since Bleach has had a decent fighting game. What Arc System Works has done for Dragon Ball FighterZ would fit perfectly with the would fit perfectly with its sword play. I think FighterZ approach actually would work very well with Bleach. That type of aspect I think would work very well. I think another really cool idea for Bleach, another good fighting anime game, would work. I like to see similarities of Soul Calibur with Bleach on that. I think that'd be kind of really interesting to tie that in. That's just kind of what I think on that. Number 4, we have one of the sports animes, Haikyuu. This, I would actually like to see this actually made as a volleyball sports anime game. I think that'd be freaking fun. Haikyuu, surprisingly, has multiple video games already, from mobile devices to the 3DS, but they play more like turn-based minigames than a full proper volleyball sim. As one of the most popular sports anime right now, with Captain Toshiba football game in the works. I think they made a mobile game of that soccer one. I never really watched that anime either, because I know it's a soccer one, but Haikyuu can take a similar route with balance between simulation and arcade gameplay. If a video game can install a similar level of energy and intensity in the gameplay as there is in the anime, it could be a great game for the fans. I actually would love it. I actually would play this. I think that would be a freaking amazing thing. And having like little, manga like little scripts or kind of thing would be kind of nice for it too. But yeah, I would like to actually see that actually get adapted to a video game. The next one we got here looks like not Hunter x Hunter, but Assassin's Classroom here. That actually would not be bad but the thing with Assassin's Classroom though, that actually would work for like a kind of a strategy like game, because your object is to try to kill him, but you got to do it. You gotta try to do it properly, because he's so freaking fast. Like, how do you? And I think it'd be really interesting. But I think it would be a really interesting game adaptation for sure. Next one is number 3 is Hunter x Hunter. This should To be honest with you, Hunter x Hunter should have had a game like a long time ago. I'm not understanding why Hunter x Hunter has not had a game. For how amazing that anime is, that anime should have one. Hunter x Hunter is one of the most popular shonen manga of all time. One that has spawned not one but two anime series, and it even has an arc called Greed Island that basically takes place inside of a video game with its own set of well-designed rules and everything. And yet, Hunter x Hunter has never had a video game release in North America. It's especially surprising because even beyond Greed Island, Hunter x Hunter has just seems perfect for a video game. It could be a fighting game, an action RPG, hell, even a fishing game. What? Fishing game? Fishing game, whatever the case, it's sad that to this day only Japan has ever seen a Hunter x Hunter game, and most of them have been mobile games anyway. Yeah, I like to see majority of these anime games go to consoles and not always mobile. I get mobile's popular for Japan and things because that's where a lot of gaming is, I guess, right now. But a lot of them really should go to consoles and not just straight up mobile, because majority of people don't want to play just games on their phone. They really want to play it on the console and like interact with other people on their consoles. That's just pretty much what I got on that topic. Okay. Number 2 is Cowboy Bebop. This actually would be pretty cool, and I think this is kind of like the Hunter x Hunter. I'm not sure why this hasn't even had one yet. For as interesting as this anime is, not only interesting, but as popular as this anime is, and how nice this anime is, and this is it's an anime that a lot of people prescribe you to watch. Cowboy Bebop. Stop us if you've heard this one. A well-dressed former gangster who left his life of organized crime behind him gets enraged in a web of betrayal, revenge, crime, syndicate politics, and old rivalries in his spare time. He hangs out in the smoky bars, pals around with all color characters like gamblers and hackers, and regularly agrees to seemingly simple jobs that spin comically out of control. Was that a description of a Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza games, or Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop RGG Studio has an excellent track record for making action games that balance Deadly-ish series, hard-boiled campaign with hilarious goofball side stories. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise shows the studio isn't opposed to making a game based on a blood anime with the live-action Netflix Cowboy Bebop show in the works. It's not like this classic series is whining in popularity. I think the thing with Cowboy Bebop, the Yakuza games, I could actually see, kind of being based a little bit from that, because it does deal with, because he's a bounty hunter and he deals with a lot of not only unorganized crime, but he's and there's also a lot of space that goes in here as well. So yeah, there's a lot I think they really should look into if they do this. It's been a while since I watched Cowboy Bebop. I might have to rewatch it again sometime. Okay. And at number one is Demon Slayer 2. I think I'm gonna add my own opinion on this one. I think I know good well they're gonna make a sequel of Demon Slayer 2. The thing with Demon Slayer 2, like the roster is now, but when they make the sequel game to it, the roster will be a little bit more bigger than the first one because they're starting out like the new season that's supposed to be coming here soon this year, I think. You got all those characters you got to add later on too. So, I think the thing with Demon Slayer, the first game, some of it has gotten ahead of its time just a little bit, I feel like. But other than that, yeah, I think Demon Slayer should have a sequel. The first game was well good. I still play it every now and then. I'm pretty sure I know a lot of people still do. And I think really for a lot of anime fans out there with gaming in general and stuff, I think there's a lot of anime games out here that really should have stuff like this. So, anyway, guys. Okay, guys. I think that's going to be it for today's video. I think one video game I would like to see actually done. I like to see like a Fairy Tail game actually done. I know the PlayStation has done one, like an RPG like style. Which the thing with Fairy Tail, I could see it being RPG kind of like route, how they would go with that and stuff. But I think with Fairy Tail, I think I'd like to see Fairy Tail go to like the Kakarot route, for example. I think that would be kind of a nice little route for Fairy Tail to go into. So that's just my thing on that. And what's another anime I can think of that really could use in a game? I like to see. Here's one for you. I like to see Dr. Stone with a game, like an actual proper game. Yes, I think there was actually a game that they actually made, but I think it was just a PC like game that some people found on the computer that just tried to play, and apparently it was not very good. Whoever made the game. The thing with Dr. Stone, since it's like a science-based show about trying to bring civilization back with science, I think an interesting route with Dr. Stone's game, I could see him kind of going in the game Ark. I think that would be kind of an interesting kind of like adaptation for Dr. Stone to kind of go into like the Ark route without the dinosaurs, but the finding material and all that type of stuff you need to make what you need to make to bring the civilization back. And where you can, obviously play as Senku and stuff like that. So, post a comment section below and tell me what you guys think. What kind of animes do you think that should have a game? Post a comment section below, and if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to oh my god, sorry. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe button as always. I will see you on the next video, and goodbye.